When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Noles' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Young. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Still on his feet. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the...
Unloads it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive proving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Frazier. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though. And you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Across the 25, he's got room. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He rifles one deep down the right side. And through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Ramblin' Wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The Warhead on 3rd down at the dope. Grab near the marker. It's dealt. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Young. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Young. There he goes. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking deep. Picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Ochuk. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Noles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 16 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Castellanos. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Gets it out quickly. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play's going backward.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
One final play in this half. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll go to the ground.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the move. Slithers into space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Got it on the outside, it's Robinson. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Early toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Branch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Young. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. How about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Get a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 18 to Texas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5.
And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, no! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bulldog offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. There he goes. The 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Frazier. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Catch in the middle. It's down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explode.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Fires left. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. Big time pickup on that one. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding.
There he goes. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from the top.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Young. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put two hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the outside. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.